Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. Well, how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. .35 yards that time on the punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they're facing 3rd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, Collins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, 49ers.
Off play action, Collins. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
George Kittle.
George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Giants 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
At the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 26.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Collins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
George Kittle. Touchdown.
George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Giants 10.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down carry for Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out to the right here to Shepard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. The 40, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today. 54.
Throwing to start the drive. Collins. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Niners 42, Giants 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team. right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's complete to Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a give, right side. Lowry. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lowry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Jones on third down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the slash. How many Lions? He's checking. Crash. 56.
Throwing again, Jones. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Come on. Check the purple lady. 19 tight.
From the gun, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to finish.
Once again, it's Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 54. Go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? The burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a give, right side. It's Bradley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
For San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He's going to go up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Through an opening, and there he goes. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 48 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 63, Giants 17. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Had no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Stop your whining.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. 79. Panther 60. Panther 60. Right here. Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Right back to Washington. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Washington, the ball
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first and 10 is Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Back at the
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing Jones. Space to run past the 20. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.